Hello beautiful people, I hope you guys are doing good. In this video I will discuss about health benefits of fasting once a week. If you set your alarm clock every night for 3 a.m. to search the refrigerator for delicious sweets, at one point or another, we are all fasting. But a large portion of the general population, who just want to shed a few pounds before the holiday season, might find this ancient practice of drastic weight loss a little daunting. There is, however, some evidence to indicate that fasting will give you some of the many health benefits of the longer types of fasting once a week. So before you crawl without food and water into a cave for 3 days, let's look at some of the health benefits of fasting once a week. Fasting can help with fat loss. Try to think of it in terms of calorie limits, rather than thinking of fasting as a diet. Since we eat more than our daily calorie allowance, we gain weight. If we reduce our calories dramatically for 1 day of the week, we build a calorie deficit that can lead to fat loss. Your body still needs the power to work, so it turns to fat stores as its primary source of fuel in a fast state, rather than sugar too. Fat loss can also improve the decrease in insulin experienced during fasting. Fasting can get your hormones under control. For your appetite hormones and energy balance, fasting for 1 day a week is almost like pressing the reset button. The food we ingest significantly affects leptin, the hormone that informs us when we're full, and ghrelin, the hormone that controls hunger. Usually, leptin levels in the obese are higher, which can suggest tolerance to leptin. That means you're overweight, but it just can't be understood by your brain. Ghrelin levels, on the other hand, are typically lower. This can lead to overconsumption and poor food choices. This study shows that 24-hour fasting or alternate-day fasting has a positive impact on ghrelin and leptin without changing the level of starvation. So our hunger levels will stay low even during fasting, while maintaining a feeling of fullness. Fasting can lower your blood pressure. A whole host of health conditions, including heart disease and stroke, have been related to hypertension or high blood pressure. However, this study of 5 demonstrates that fasting can actually decrease blood pressure. The cause of the drop in blood pressure is thought to come from the increased insulin sensitivity and the excretion of norepinephrine in the kidneys, which results in your blood vessels opening up and the pressure releasing. Fasting gets your insulin sensitivity back on track. One of the keys to controlling your weight is to control your levels of insulin, no surprise. It has been shown repeatedly that fasting produces a beneficial effect on insulin sensitivity, which is the ability of the body to better absorb carbohydrates. Insulin is a fat storage hormone secreted from the pancreas. It lets your body use glucose from your blood as fuel. After we eat a meal, your blood sugar levels will spike. This will send a message to the pancreas to release insulin. The insulin attaches itself to the cells and allows the cells to absorb sugar for energy. Obese individuals tend to have poor insulin sensitivity, leading to an increase in fat being stored. Fasting has been shown to raise the levels of specific proteins, 6, which help to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce overall fat storage. Fasting makes you smarter. That's right. Eating less can make you smarter. Fasting boosts the production of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. And BDNF is a protein that signals neuron development that improves the well-being of your brain. It has also been shown to combat symptoms associated with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease with this strong protein. Fasting may boost your immune system. You would assume that eating less would have a negative effect on our body's ability to fight off infection due to a lack of nutrients. But as humans, we evolved to go through short periods of time when regular food was in short supply. It's therefore been suggested that going hungry is part of our body's natural status quo. A researcher 7 has shown that there is a strong link between taking in less calories over short periods of time and tissue immunity within the body. Eating less, in other words, can lead to an immune response that fights daily infections. Fasting can help you live longer. Fasting for periods of 12 hours or longer can trigger what is known as autophagy. Autophagy is a process that we go through on a regular basis as we age, and that is to regenerate and repair. It's sort of like a house cleaning on a cellular level. Aged, dead proteins and other contaminants that hang around too long appear to block our bodies and decrease everyday function. This also speeds up the aging process, which, like dementia, can lead to a whole host of other age-related diseases. There are a few methods that we can use to trigger this process of cell renewal. One of the most effective is fasting. Fasting lowers your insulin levels, which can dramatically increase the autophagy process. Fasting can reduce inflammation. The vast majority of chronic diseases are now associated with chronic inflammation. 350 million people suffer from conditions such as arthritis and osteoporosis worldwide. Inflammation is triggered by the release of cells called monocytes in our bodies that are produced by bad eating habits. Studies have shown that fasting can put monocytes into a sleep mode. Monocytes in the fed state are far more inflammatory than those monocytes in a fasted state. So this was the video. I hope you guys loved it. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more health benefits.